Let me tell you a story. A few months ago, I was visiting a friend and I was about to leave for my own home. It was pretty late at night and so it was rather dark. However, her neighbor happened to have plants sort of growing into her own compound and there were flowers on the plant. It was really beautiful. I asked her what the name of the flower was, and she said she didn't know. So we agreed that since I was going to return in the daytime the next day, we'll take a photo of the plant and ask if anyone knew what the flower was called. On my drive home, I looked into my rearview mirror and I found the flower tucked in my hair. I thought it was so sweet of my friend to have done that. So when I got home, I took a nice photo, I posed, and I sent it to her saying, "Thank you for putting the flower in my hair. This was really cute." She said she didn't do it. There was only two of us there. Immediately I knew that it was God who tucked it there. When you see the photo on Instagram, you would understand. I didn't even move the flower, but it was nicely tucked in my hair, safe. It never fell off, it was never out of place. In fact, it perfectly complemented everything and even brought out a spark in the face of this very tired woman on that day. Today, we're talking about the generosity of God, and we're going to encounter and receive the generosity of God, not as a one time thing, but we're going to discover how accessible the goodness of God is and see that He's willing to be generous with us at all times. He is so generous that He gives us things we don't even need to ask for. Yes, He meets our needs, but He's a God of pleasant surprises. You remember how we've talked about being generous to ourselves, all the random acts of kindness we've shown to ourselves, and the anonymous things that we've done to others. Imagine that God is going to be both the anonymous and obvious giver of these gifts. There are many times we assume that God is not happy with us, and so we're unwilling to engage Him when it comes to His generosity. But He's willing to give us gifts, even when we don't ask Him. But He's also willing to give us gifts that we ask for. How about that for generosity? The truth of the matter is that He was first generous toward us. And so we can in turn be generous with ourselves, with others, and even to Him. It's easier to be generous to Him when you can receive from Him and you know that He's also willing to give to you. It's easy to be generous with God when you know that He's a very, very generous giver and He will do more than you ask, think, or imagine. I bet you that I was interested in the flowers, possibly because He was already cluing me in on His generosity that day. God has given us so much. And the truth is, for some of us, we forget. For some of us, we don't believe in the gifts. This week, I want us to go and do the utmost. Ask Him, what's the greatest gift you've given me? What great gift do you want to give me now? Present to Him the things you would like for Him to give to you. And test Him and see if He wouldn't come through. Begin to engage Him, but first be willing to receive. That's all that's required. It doesn't need to be something that stresses you out in the sense that you're always agonizing about whether or not you're in the right frame to receive. Just propose in your heart. Say, "Surprise me, Lord. Do something interesting for me this week," and watch to see what happens. I look forward to hearing your experiences. I look forward to seeing you winning authentically with God. I look forward to hearing the testimonies of the lavish ways in which God is about to be extremely generous with you. Until next time, go do the utmost and bye for now.